Hey guys, welcome back to RSM Trade Breakdowns. So in this channel I would be breaking down all the trades that I take, the whole strategy behind taking the trade and the whole thought process behind taking the trade as well. So between yesterday and day before I took three trades, two hit my SL and one hit my break even. So one trade was in gold and it was a simple liquidity sweep strategy. What I noticed was in the longer time frame, obviously gold was on a bullish rise, and gold was also respecting this trend line which it was forming. But I usually don't trade trend lines. But since I saw that there was a liquidity sweep here, which happened, and price gave a fair value gap, and I actually entered on this retest and the second fair value gap which formed, and I kept my SL at the swing low. TP was a 1 is to 2, but unfortunately, as you can see, price just hit my SL, took a bit more liquidity, and then went directly up to my TP. So yeah, a little early in terms of entry, but the thought process was correct. The second trade was in USDJPY, and here also I think the thought process was right. I was just looking for entry from the fair 4 hour fair value gap, so price had tapped this 4 hour fair value gap, and I was just waiting for price to retest on a fair value gap, on a smaller fair value gap, so that you know I can get my confirmation, and I got the confirmation in terms of fair value gap, but price tapped it and just plummeted down to my SL, and it took the liquidity here and then just went back up. So here also I think in terms of strategy or thought process it was correct, but the entry might have been a little early because price just went and grabbed our liquidity. The third trade was in USD CAD. Here I think it was a pretty bad trade, I would say. So USD CHF, sorry, not USD CAD, USD CHF. Price was on a bullish bias, but I tried to take a bearish trade. Here also the strategy was kind of like a liquidity and the internal to external, which I've explained multiple times in my previous videos. But yeah, this was a trade I genuinely shouldn't have taken. I was trading against the trend. So yeah, taking that learning from here. I also had placed limits for another trade here, but the trade didn't get executed, as you can see, because of two pippets. Yeah, that was pretty sad because even my 1 is to 2 would have reached, and otherwise also, if you see, price literally went 13x. But obviously we don't need to think 13x, but at least it would have easily reached a 3x. But like, yeah, it didn't happen because price didn't come back to the pipet. It even came to the pips but not to the pipet. But like, yeah, so this trade didn't get triggered. So yeah, minus 2x 2% minus 2 are down in the past 2 days. But yeah, taking this as learnings, and we'll move forward.